How many times have we already failed before our attempts? Like the outcome was written, like we bet against ourselves. If you've been following along, and you've seen how this shows up. Autopilot, default settings, comfort, doubt. All of it points deeper. See, we don't just drift through life. We shape our lives with every single one of our choices. Even standing still is a decision that leads somewhere. My name is Joseph Birdsong, and there were seasons in my life that I would start something with the expectations to fail. A plan, a habit, a change that I knew I needed. And before I gave it a real chance, there was this little voice that said, just do it later. So I put it off until later, until tomorrow, until next week. I told myself, future me will handle that. But future me was in a bad way because I kept putting things off onto his plate. In the moment, it felt harmless, and I always found the right excuse. I told myself I deserved the rest or the relief, and that starting something new was hard, and that's okay. And I rewarded myself by putting off something that I really wanted to do. Over time, my self-image suffered because I wasn't just delaying action. I was making the decision to stay the same. If this feels familiar, stay with me, because this is one of those patterns that most people never get to name. We say it's laziness or lack of motivation or just how we are, but that isn't the truth. The truth is, every time we put off something that we really want to do, every time we tell ourselves we'll do it later, we're making a bet against ourselves. And eventually, we don't just start doubting ourselves. We come to expect less and less from ourselves until we don't even know who we are. And that expectation can shape our entire lives. It shapes how we show up, how long we stay consistent, and how quickly we quit. It becomes our identity. And for the longest time, I thought that inner voice was just an inner dialogue, something I had to live with. But it wasn't. It was built by me. Every time I postponed something that I thought I needed to do, every time I chose the easier path, I reinforced a negative self-image. I was teaching myself, this is who you are. You never show up. You never complete anything you say you will. And if we're honest, this is where a lot of us get stuck. Not because we don't know what to do, but because we've practiced not doing it so often that our identity is to not do it. So what do we do with this? We should ask ourselves a few questions. We should ask ourselves, where have I been betting against myself? Because awareness gives us something powerful. It gives us a choice. Do we repeat the pattern, or do we start to break it by interrupting it? This puts our focus on our behavior and our responsibility. And that's where I started to pick up the pieces of my life. Because we don't need to be a completely new person by tomorrow. We just need to place a different bet on ourselves and show up like that bet matters. How do we actually do that? First, notice that split second right before the decision, where we're about to delay, where we're about to avoid, where we're about to push something that matters to us off. That's the moment that matters the most. Second, interrupt the pattern. Choose to act intentionally. If you're about to delay, then start. If you're about to quit, stay a little longer. And if you're about to avoid something, lean into it. Third, repeat. Repetition is what built us, and repetition will be what changes us. It won't feel powerful at first. It won't feel like a breakthrough. It's very subtle, But given enough time and enough choices repeated with intention, we stop expecting failure and start expecting follow through. And the truth is, we don't lose because we can't win. We lose because we've already decided we won't win. So when we feel stuck or behind, it's just a reflection. A reflection of what we have been practicing. A reflection of betting against ourselves. And the moment you see it is the moment you can change it. So bet on yourself to win. This is the Birdsong way.